Hey, good people, welcome to another edition of This Brother Can Fly. Now listen, we have to get into another certification. Can you talk, dude? We have to get into another certification. It's the final one before sign-up day. But one of the other things I want to do, and before I show the airplane flying and we actually go to another airport, because I definitely want to show you this other airport that I found, which is awesome. But before I do that, I want to start thanking all of you folks who have reached out and have subscribed to the channel thus far. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start shouting out a particular subscriber at the beginning of every video, just to show my appreciation. And so the first person who gets the honor, who has really been so supportive of the channel thus far, is my young brother, Bryce Isaiah. Yeah, Bryce, the purple pants bad. Shut your mouth. No, I definitely want to thank my brother, Bryce Isaiah. He's got his own Purple Pants podcast, and you need to check that out. If I can figure out how to do a link, I will do that in the description. But suffice it to say, Bryce, love you, baby. Thanks for supporting the channel. And I'm going to do this each week. With each video, I'll be shouting out a new subscriber. So thank you for those who have subscribed thus far. And if you want to get a shout out, subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get ready to get into this next video, the student pilot certification, what's required. But before we do that, let's go. Let's hit this airport real quick. Welcome to the Chester County Airport. I've never been out here before, but I figured rather than talking about this next certification just in my house or in the backyard with my dog running around, I would actually come out to another airport. Now, this airport is like pretty far away, so I never considered coming here as one of the places where I would do flight training. It's about an hour and a half outside of Philadelphia, and it's fairly small. As you can see down here, there's like a lot of private jets. I saw this group of guys come out, golf bags, the whole 9 yards. Like, yeah, we're coming in, we're gonna play the, you know, back nine and hang out and all that kind of stuff. So we'll walk down here, and you can see a couple of these private jets down here. And this seems to be the other side of the building. But as you can see, Chester County Airport, a couple of the employees, bunch of private jets down there. Hey. Hello, fellas, how are you? How are you? Well. Good. So, definitely a cool place. Like I said, first time I've been here, but November 880, I guess Zebra? I forget what Z is. But yeah, so not a bad place at all. Now, what I dig about this flight school, I've never seen this before. I've been to a bunch of them and I've taken you there, but this is the first time I've gone to a flight school and you see a bunch of like airplanes in the hangar. So you got November 16566 there. You've got November 8394 Charlie there. These both look like Piper. Oh, there it is right there. That's a Piper Archer. And back there you have a Cessna 152. I think that's the kind of plane I'm going to be training on. November 67730. So this looks like maybe a maintenance hangar. I know people will this is probably under surveillance, so I'm making sure I stand behind this yellow line so that I don't cause any confusion. But this is actually pretty cool to be in a hangar with a couple of airplanes, and I guess this is some of the planes they use for their flight school, or maybe there's some of the planes that they would use for their flight school, but you know, they're currently being maintained. And so along with the medical certification, there's one more certification that you have to get in order to start your flight training. And that is the actual student pilot certification. And I'm gonna show you all about that right now. Okay, this is gonna seem a lot more complicated than it really is. Oh, and please excuse the Band-Aid. That's just covering the the camera. I don't want anybody watching me. But suffice to say, one of the things you're gonna have to do in order to start this application is you have to go on the Federal Aviation Administration's website. Integrated Airman Certification and Rating Application. Sounds complicated, but this is basically the FAA's attempt to make sure that they have in one place a way that all of us folks who are interested in getting licensure or taking training or updating our ratings from maybe just private to instrument, we have a one-stop shop that you can go to that'll help you walk through all the things you need to do to make sure that you meet all of the regulatory and policy requirements. Okay, so once you create your account, your username and password, then what you'll do is you'll go to a screen, and it looks kind of busy, but this will be the next screen that you'll see. And this is basically the new user's guide for the student pilot, and it'll walk you through part 1, part 2, part 3 of the whole student pilot certification application. It is very, very simple and very self-explanatory. Again, this screen looks busy. It sounds very complicated. It's not. It only took me literally 10 minutes to go through each of these steps from part 1 to part 2 to part 3. The only thing that was kind of interesting is that once I got to part 3, then it basically stops, and that's where they say, okay, your part of it is done. Now it's time for you to go to your flight school, and your certified flight instructor or your CFI will fill out the rest. So once you do all of those steps, you fill out the application, it'll give you an indication that you've done that successfully. You'll get kind of like a serial number type of thing. So then what I need to do now, and you will see me do this because next video, sign up day. But when we do sign up day, that's when I will take that application, they'll punch that number in, and then they will fill out the rest of the application based on their licensure, who my CFI is going to be, the name of the school has a serial number, all of that kind of stuff. Again, this is to ensure safety, to make sure that I am who I say I am, and my flight instructor says who they are, and then that way there can't be any, stuff going on in terms of me trying to do anything bad or anything like that. So, all of this certification and going to doctor's offices, all of that stuff is done. So now it's time for the fun part. In the next video, you are going to go with me for sign up day. The next time we get on the motorcycle and we go somewhere, we're going to flight school, and you're going to watch me actually walk in there and say, here I am, I'm ready to go. I tell you, I'm getting excited and kind of nervous about that, because even though I really want to do this, this first part has just been easy, just a bunch of paperwork, that kind of stuff. But now it's real. Now it's about getting into the flight training itself and actually getting inside an airplane. So again, I thank you everybody for the support. I thank you for people who have subscribed. If you have not done so, please, I humbly ask that you subscribe to the channel and continue to follow the journey. I thank you for all of your support. This brother can fly out. See ya.